Hey everyone, grekaosangel here, and welcome back to another Let's Stream of the Legend of Dragoon. Last week we finished Disc 3. We streamed for far longer than I expected to, but we got it accomplished. We got to the Disc 4. Last week we returned to Leningrad. We went over to the Mountain of Mortal Dragon. We defeated the Divine Dragon. Some spoilers happened, so I'm not going to kind of go over that there. We went to the Kashua Glacier, Flanvel Tower, where we defeated Lloyd. Actually, I got that backwards, because the glacier we fought the Wendigo, and then we fought Lloyd at the Flanvel Tower. Then we returned, went to this sort of like snowfield, which was kind of cool, kind of tricky with the puzzles. We ventured to the ancient city of Velweb, and that's where the disc ended. We had a lot of spoilers, a lot of things happening, and well, without any further ado, let's dive into Disc 4. We are nearly there at the end of the game. There's a few things we can do side quest-wise. I don't know if we're going to get to them in this particular stream, but we'll see what we got to work with. So we are now on Chapter 4, Moon and Fate. Real quickly before we get into this, for those of you who tuned in last week for the stream, or if you're watching the parts of the stream on YouTube as they go up, there may be some audio stuttering, stopping, going, kind of weird kind of issues with the video. It's not my audio, it's the audio from the game. For some odd reason, anytime like a music would re-loop or we change music or change screens, it seemed like the audio kind of hiccuped, and I didn't know about it. So for 5 hours, this was kind of an issue. Didn't know it was happening. So I apologize to those of you who had to deal with that or are watching it now on YouTube. I've upgraded and updated the Elgato streaming software as well as the OBS Studio software, and all my test streams and test recordings seem to have fixed this problem. If it does occur again, I apologize. I wouldn't be expecting it to do that. But if it does, there's really nothing I can do at this point. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive into Chapter 4, which I believe is going to force me to change discs. Yeah, please insert disc 4. Okay. And we're waiting, and we're waiting. There we go. Now, I'm not quite sure I remember how dialogue heavy the final areas of the game are. But we had a lot of information thrown at us and a lot of stuff that happened, so I'm sure there's going to be quite a lot of it. I wonder what is to the north. I'm not quite sure. It might be the world map. So I guess somehow we escaped Velweb, and in the process, now we're just kind of wandering around, seeing where this desert takes us. Now apparently, and I don't quite remember this, the paths are very, very difficult. Oh, I kind of remember it. Yeah, that's right. Anytime we touch something that's flying around, a sandworm or a plant, we will get into a battle.
Die. More and more.
The Cambria Dayfly.
Yes.
That's not good. Now, for those who are watching, if there's any issues with the audio, please don't hesitate to comment. That way I know, at least I'm aware that that might be the problem. If you don't mind, that'd be great. Though I'm not quite sure if we're supposed to have fallen down that sand pit. Alright, let's see here. Okay, I think there's certain things we want to do in order to get to those chests. Didn't see the save point there. Okay, I think, yeah, we're gonna save here. And use this instead of alternating saves, because if we have any kind of issues, at least I can come back and try it again. Kind of screwed myself last time when I kept alternating, because we streamed for so long. Okay, so... we need to find well, we need to find an oasis. And we'll avoid the, sand traps. Let's just head down and see where that takes us. Okay, so what is this? Alright. Oh, so I see when we get close to that, that kind of draws us in. Okay, so this is our first oasis. Okay, I think the water, if we drink the water, it'll heal us. And then we can save. We're on the death frontier. I could make a Star Trek joke, but unfortunately I haven't seen it to really know the memes or any kind of quotes from it. The desert, the last frontier. Let's see. I really want to see what those treasure chests hold. I don't have that written down. Ah, darn it. Can I go back to this oasis? Okay, so there's apparently a cave. And I think that will allow us to get down to those areas. So I have to fall down there. I believe. Yeah, you have to fall down. Let yourself fall into a sand pit and see where it takes us. There are easier ways to just make it through the death frontier. In fact, I'm going to very quickly jump through my notes. We may actually not even need to worry about these treasure chests just yet. Because we might be able to... No, it doesn't look like we come back this way, so I am going to see and figure out what those treasure chests are. Now that we've at least managed to find our way to the first oasis, we've got... we have to find a second one before we can get out of here. But we're gonna run around and see if we can't get down there. Okay, so that's clearly not it. And we're in a completely different area than the last one. At least I'm glad we don't get into battles unless we do run into one of these things. Which is good. Because sometimes the random battles really do get exhausting. It's just so much left and right. Okay, so that's cool. That's a healing spring. But we want to get over. We have to find 2 more. 2 different sand traps that will drop us down there. It's clearly not the first. There's not the one down there. That's not the one we want. Let's try to find one over here. It's obviously not the one. Oh, that's close. Maybe it's this one down here. Success. And then there must be one to the north. I don't know what it is. Most games I've played, Final Fantasy IX, Legend of Dragoon, I find desert areas to be kind of calming. And there's something about them that just seems... I mean, they're dangerous, obviously, but they're a lot of fun, too. Sometimes. I think that one may have been what we're looking for. Because there's probably one down here, right? Yeah, it'll probably be that one. We want to move over to it. There we go. I think a Moon Serenade heals the MP of all of our characters. I don't quite remember. Yeah, MP for all, just like Healing Rain's pretty much the same thing. Alright, time to move back to that other oasis. Oh, dang it. Dang it. It looks like there's 2 spots there, so we want to go one over and at least one up. Okay, so let's try this one. Go down. I don't think it's that one. But maybe it is. It might have to be. No, it must be one the other side. We gotta get to the other side of that. Okay. This direction. Because thankfully, it seems like they made some pretty logical, you know, areas. Although I don't think that that's the way we want to go, but maybe it is. We'll see. Nope, that's the same one. Darn it. Let's go north. And then over. And then down. Let's see if that takes us where we want. Nope, still doesn't take us where we want. So my next guess is if we go all the way back around, maybe there's an area to the bottom right. Maybe that'll take us to a new one. Or it's just going to trap us and then we're going to get our, you know, another battle. Oh no, there is one. Excellent. And then there's a treasure chest. Filled with something. I don't have anything. Either I ignored it or the FAQ just didn't have the information. Which doesn't surprise me. Pretty much throughout this entire stream, the whole game from disc 1 to now, there's been some things that are just kind of either mistaken, because I really want to try and get everything, as much as I can at least.
Yes. Go.
Gladius. And clearly that is the wrong way because it's not going to drop us next to the treasure chest. Or it does. Alright, what do we have here? The Gladius. What is it? Is it a sword? Probably. Or it's not. Oh. Yes, thank you. I would love to be able to kill an enemy. Just cuz. Alright, let's see. Let's discard something. Something we have a lot of that we don't really need a lot of. You know, these are nice and all, but let's get rid of the gushing magma. I guess I can survive with that. Now obviously we want to find the next treasure chest, which is the center north from our oasis. And actually having that Gladius on Rose, I want to say that that's what I gave her on my second playthrough, or my first complete playthrough rather. Just because I can't really do her additions, and that's sad, but it's just so difficult. And I think the ability to instantly kill an enemy is kind of cool. I always like having stuff like that in RPGs. Because, again, since random battles can be rather tedious, having the ability to kind of just like one-off the enemies Nice. Okay, so all the way up is a sand pit, and that takes us where? Wrong place. We have to be, I think, one over to get to the little middle section. And then actually probably even be higher than that to get to that treasure chest over there. Oh. Dang it. I'm gonna avoid that one. I knew that was gonna happen. Oh, I don't think we've taken on one of these sandworms yet. Sand whales. Well, it's called a worm. But they're not black and white and striped all over.
Hush! Die! More and more!
But at least they're slow.
Yes.
And I messed up my addition. But they sure have a lot of HP.
Yes. Yes. Go. Remnants.